I don't want to delete it. I don't know if it's going to delete both. I don't know what's going on. Regardless, let's go ahead and do the main campaign thing first a bit. And we'll just kind of get acquainted with the game that way and level up a little bit. We might do things with a fancy turtle to get a little more levels quickly. We'll see. And on hard, of course, because it's not Dying Light without it being on hard. Although, what is Nightmare? How horrible of an idea is it to play Nightmare? Probably pretty terrible, right? Things probably just never die. We'll go with hard. Yeah.
HUD activated. Commence briefing.
Approaching Haran.
Data on the subject, Kadir Suleiman, a local political figure hired to maintain order after the outbreak. His brother Hassan died in a disease-related incident before we were able to evacuate him. Suleiman blamed the GRE for Hassan's death. He stole a highly sensitive file which became his bargaining chip against the GRE, with instructions to publicize it if anything happened to him. Data on the subject, the stolen file.
Jump in 10 seconds.
It details the incomplete process of synthesizing a cure for the virus. If implemented in its current state, the produced substance may be extremely toxic.
Now.
Also, the file contains full description of the virion's structure. Any attempt to use it would result in countless lives lost. It must be recovered. Further information, current status. Suleiman sent the file to an associate unknown to us, with instructions to publicize it at his command at any time. To counter that, we instituted a citywide communication jam, preventing him from publicizing the file. Your GRE-issued radio can overcome that jamming. It is your lifeline. Do not lose it. Suleiman has since gone underground and begun using a different name. We have reason to believe he now leads one of the two main factions operating within the city. You are to find Suleiman and locate the stolen file in order to save mankind from a disaster of unprecedented proportions.
Is this too loud, by the way? Seems like it could be generally okay.
I told you that wasn't a normal drop shoot.
Break his legs, then take him to rides.
Back up! All of you!
Stop! Loud noises draw them. Fall back! Fall back!
This is Jade. Get sick bay ready. Got a guy with a bad head wound and a bite on one arm.
Oh shit, Amir's hurt?
No. Amir is gone. But I'm bringing in someone who might still survive.
One of us?
We'll see.
Nope, I'm dead too now. Lol. It's like in any zombie type anything ever, there's always these people who die in just the dumbest possible ways. Like, oh, I'll hold the door. Oh god, they overpower the door. I'm surrounded. I'm dead. Jeez.
You pinch him. You're scared. I'm not scared. Then pinch him. He blinked. What? He He blinked again! What if he's a zombie? Zombie! Run!
And we're in. And mouse sensitivity's a little bit high still. But really low in the menu. Faster in the menu. Did I say it was a little faster or a little slow? I already forgot. That seems kind of okay. And field of view wise, we'll see about that. If anybody gets like super motion sick, let me know. Is anybody not familiar at all with Dying Light? Somebody mentioned Purple Fish, you never saw the start of the game, but you do know generally the game. Generally.
You sleep for 3 days like a dead man, then scare children? Off to a great start, 31.
This dude's quiet.
In paradise, can't you see? Okay, enough joking around. Head to room 190. The boss will brief you.
What do you mean 31?
Ask the boss.
Thank you, Mark Grants. Yeah. Cool. Good effort, Texas speech. Okay, it's way too fast in the menus now. Now it's too slow in the menus. And it doesn't help that even without vertical sync, there's still this crazy mouse smoothing shit crap on, even though it's actually turned off. I don't know, man. I remember that being a thing. Game? Yeah. Just up a lot. How about all of it? We'll see how that goes.
$31. That's your number.
Yeah. Basically, like the gameplay is Dead Island, basically, but just a bit better, because Dead Island, I don't know. Dead Island was like the beta for Dying Light, I guess, you know? I never played a whole lot of it. I remember it just being okay. Dying Light's a lot nicer, though.
Excuse me?
Your number. You're the 31st infected. I'm the 18th. Everything is counted here. 1 fewer doses of antizin. 1 more new infected. 1 more runner gone.
Yeah, same developers between the two games.
Infected and only 7 runners left.
Emil died because of this guy? Quiet.
Alright, yep, that's me.
Fuck quiet. Now he's gonna get Amir's anti-scene.
We're just getting picked off.
Oh, the boss in room 190. Can't sprint yet.
I'm looking for the boss. Is he in there?
Oh, you're 31. Go on in.
Hey, I'm looking for the... Are you the boss?
What, am I too young? You got the problem with my age?
No, You wanted to talk to me?
That's better. Do you remember anything? Know what you are?
Yeah, I can see this is some kind of shelter.
We call it the Tower. Brecon and his runners put it all together a couple of months ago, and we've been here ever since. Hunting airdrops, scavenging, and rescuing people.
Yeah, I wanted to thank that girl.
Good, because if not for her, you'd already be chewing somebody's knee bone. Your antizin was totally crushed, by the way. Only thing Jade could salvage was your radio.
Oh, great. So can I get that back, please?
Actually, I think I need it more than you do.
Believe me, pal, that's not the case.
Fine. Take it. You know why runners put their lives in danger? For guys like you. So now you take the antizin meant for someone else, and you won't even share your gear with us? I don't have time to deal with your bullshit. I've lost contact with one of our guys thanks to the fucked up radios we're stuck with. Do something for me, would you? I don't want to see you or your precious radio anymore, so go be useful somewhere else. We don't tolerate lazy assholes here in the tower.
Hey, be fair. I'm not lazy. I'm just, hey, boss.
Save it. That last guy I mentioned, he's only on the 13th floor, but he might as well be trapped in a mine cave-in. Come back later. And I'm not the boss. Too young, remember? I'm Raheem. Brecon's in charge here.
He's just some kid. Hello, Eki Bob. How you doing? And thank you. Good morning. Vlad Fiskin, hello. Standard game. This is going to be
you little shit.
We're going to be going for the following DLC, but in order to actually start that, I kind of sort of need to / really should grind up a little bit because you like import your standard game into the DLC. So I have to get a little far in this first. So we'll just like kind of pound it out a little bit and figure it out then. Elevator this way.
Where do you think you're going?
The 13th floor. I'm getting some stuff for Raheem.
13? Shit. That's gonna be some dirty work. But we all got to pull our weight around here, huh?
13th floor is super not bad though. I don't know what they're thinking. Speedrun? No, not quite a speedrun.
Jesus. How many people died here? Crane here.
Where were you? We've been waiting for your report. It's been over 70 hours.
I lost my radio for a while. Don't worry, my cover's intact. No contact with the tower's leader yet. Unable to confirm identity. I'm taking steps to blend in.
Acknowledged. Time is of the essence, Crane. Remember that.
There's one more thing. I got bitten. I've shown no symptoms, but the people here say I'm infected.
Then you'd better get your hands on some antizin ASAP.
Help!
Hadn't you?
Help! Somebody!
What the hell?
There is an OP, whoops, there is an OP shield. There's also an OP grappling hook, both of which I'll probably not use unless I super duper need to. Flashlight? Flashlight? Okay, maybe later. Ah, the zombie that dies in one hit.
I cut my arm, getting away from him. Oh, God. You had to kill him, didn't you? God damn it! That was my brother. I came down to see him and...
Easy. It's all right now. I'll get help.
Your brother went down like a bitch.
I'm down here on 13. Listen, this guy of yours got fucked up pretty bad getting away from a zombie.
Oh, shit. 31? You went after Mark? Is it safe down there?
Yeah, well, it's safe enough now.
Okay, don't move. I'm sending Lena downstairs.
What's my flashlight button?
Hey, hold still. Lena will be here any minute.
Gauze. You've got to find some gauze. Oh, and alcohol. Combine them. That will stop the bleeding. Please hurry.
I try to stay calm, okay? I'll be right back.
Yeah, thank you, Eki Bob. And yeah, it takes a little bit for the game to actually get started. It's a bit of a shame, but yeah, well, it ain't too. It is tea. Okay, it ain't too bad, really. You know, maybe some people haven't actually seen the beginning of the game, and I don't know. There's duct tape, metal parts, a lot of looting and scavenging in this game. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. It's sort of mixed on that, isn't it? Some people really hate that because they just find it just really boring, just walking around clicking and everything. Personally, I don't really mind it, though. And then there's another room way back here. At some point, you just amass so much stuff and things, though, that it becomes, like, completely not an issue. Like, a few hundred duct tape or whatever. That happens kind of fast, actually. But some of the stuff is used for, like, crafting things, like the med kit that I'm making. Some of it is just vendor trash. Other bits of it you take apart and you use for weapon mods. Whole assortment of stuff.
Okay, I think that's everything I'm gonna find. Let's give this a shot.
Was it tab? No. Z. Y. I. works. What is this? Some crazy free DLC stuff, I imagine. Aha. Well, we'll be ignoring that.
Okay, who's hurt?
He's bleeding pretty bad.
Let me see him. Gauze and alcohol, huh? Pretty primitive, but it'll work. Thanks for the help. I'll take care of him from here.
This game co-op is phenomenal. I had a blast doing that.
Well done, 31.
I also did co-op with my wife for a while, and we got kind of far into the game. We got into about halfway into the second city or so, and then we kind of dropped out from playing it for whatever reason. I think we just got distracted by another game, and
31.
I don't know.
Not bad for a new guy. Perhaps I misjudged you.
Yeah, I just want to help out and repay you guys for what you did for me.
Well, good. Come find me, and we'll talk about how you can do that.
It is just annoying how much forced tutorial there is in it, though, thinking about it, because, man, it actually goes for a pretty decent while. It's not super hand-holdy, though. Like, this part is, but the next part of it's not too bad. Just long.
All right, taken care of. Piece of cake. What else you got for me?
Well, let me think.
Raheem, you are just smart enough to be dangerous, you know that? Omar told me about your plans for the nest. Explosive charges? Really?
What? Explosives?
Oh,
I never
please.
said that.
You can't tell a convincing lie to save your life.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah? You think you can't die?
You're not my mom.
No, I'm not. Our mom's dead. So you might want to be a little nicer to me since I'm the only family you have left. Especially now that Amir is gone.
You're Jade, right?
Right.
I just wanted to thank you for what you did for me and tell you how sorry I am for your loss. I owe you and Amir my life.
Yeah, you do. You want to return the favor? Keep my dipshit brother from killing himself. No explosives, Raheem.
Yeah, like, he'll listen to that.
So, is that enough? Do I get to talk to Brecon now?
First, go change your clothes. I left some new ones for you in your room. You're in 194.
Something wrong with what I'm wearing?
You need something that fits the job Brecon wants you to do. Call me when you've changed.
And what all do we have in our stash? Nothing in the stash. Okay, good. I was afraid that I might throw a bunch of stuff in my stash for no reason.
Okay, Raheem, I'm ready. Where do I find Brecon?
Not so fast, 31. If you're going to earn your keep, we have to find out if you've got the skills. So get your ass up to the gym. It's on the top floor. Just a couple flights up.
But we get to learn how to do the parkour stuff.
Raheem, I don't see you. Where are you?
Those. Well, what are you waiting for? Get over here.
Ugh. Ugh, game, please. Oh, jeez.
You want to feel right at home? A crane on a crane.
Welcome to our gym. First things first, you've got to learn how to run.
What do you mean, learn how to run?
Just do what I say, all right? Now, jump down to the very bottom.
What are you, nuts? I'd kill myself.
Don't be a wimp.
Oh, come on, you can't be serious.
Watch this.
Raheem!
My leg!
Jesus, don't move! I'll get help!
Ha! I was just fucking with you.
Son of a bitch!
What? You can't take a joke? Come on! Get your ass down here!
Christ on a crutch.
Who says that? So whenever you're jumping down, like, just in case anybody doesn't really know, blue bags, and generally blue colored stuff in general, is safe to drop onto from any height.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
It's a rush, isn't it? But don't blow your load just yet. There's more. To survive outside, you got to take advantage of the terrain. Most eaters suck at climbing, so the harder the terrain is, the better for you. I've got some typical situations set up for you. Let's see how you handle them.
Most eaters. Some of them are a lot better than you.
Sometimes it's better to crawl through the low, narrow passages. Eaters will have
Can't slide
a tough
yet.
time following you. Try not to slow down once you start running. Outside, if you stop, you're probably dead.
Yeah, but now I'm really tired and exhausted, and I'm too slow to make the next jump, so I have to stop.
Not bad. For a noob. Alright, get up on that scaffold. And don't fall, because there sure as hell ain't no net.
I think I fucked that up. Ah, yeah, okay. Ignore that. I'm such a noob. Oh, god damn it. I can't believe how nooby I am. That's the one.
That's my favorite. Cat grab and muscle up. You won't survive outside for 10 minutes if you can't do that.
As long as nobody has done metal scrap in the bags. I'm not sure what you mean, actually.
Good job. Okay, time for the real
Ah, right, dropping onto the blue bags. Right.
Make use of anything
Yes.
and everything while you run.
Yeah, typically I wouldn't recommend dropping down 12 stories onto some regular trash bags, but in this game, that's fine. Apparently.
Okay, that's enough. You've got some serious natural talent, man. Either that, or you've done this before. You done this before?
Yes.
Hardly. The closest I ever came to this was running track in high school.
Well, then you're a fucking prodigy. Never seen anything like it.
Let's have a seizure. Let's go. Hello, Sato Spawn.
What's happening to me?
How you doing?
Shit.
Talk to me. What's going on?
Something went wrong. Raheem, what just happened to me?
Oh shit. I bet you're having your first seizure. Just get back over here.
I never really understood the seizure system because it never really happens until, like, a couple of plot points. And not even a bunch of plot points, just a couple of them. It's just like this crazy shoehorned in mechanic that doesn't actually exist. Because you can be infected for basically ever, and nothing bad ever happens to you. Because the game's totally free roam and stuff. I don't know. I always thought it kind of odd. I thought seizures would just be a thing that happened periodically.
Raheem, what the fuck was that? Does this mean I'm turning?
Most likely no. At least not yet. Seizures remind you that you're infected. You better go see Dr. Zera though. He'll check you out, probably give you a shot of antizin. Before you head out to see Zera, talk to the quartermaster. He'll gear you up so you can go outside without getting your head bitten off.
Down one more. I'll use the elevator to get to the ground floor. But no, yeah, okay. Man, this fucking building, I can turn around in it so much. Because you'd think that you'd have to, like, continue to scrounge.
Giving me an actual job, and nobody suspects I'm not who I say I am. So far, so good. And once Dr. Zera helps me manage these symptoms I'm dealing with, I'll be even better.
And, like, find more antizin and trade and stuff for the antizin and all that. But it never really becomes a thing, ever. Which is good, because that'd be kind of annoying, but I don't know. Oh, okay. Sure. I guess. And then more after the stories go. Oh, okay. This is the first LP of mine you watched and still come back to watch sometimes. Nice. Yeah, it was. I had a really good time with Dying Light. I loved this game.
Oh, you're the new scout. Raheem radioed me about you.
Yeah, that's me. Name's Crane.
I'm not gonna bother learning your name till you've survived a few days, but here, this is for you. By the way, word around the tower is you're just another deadbeat in line for food or antizin. By which I mean, the people here don't much like you. But don't blame them. It's easy to get paranoid when you're isolated. And since somebody's jamming communications to the outside, there's plenty of paranoia to go around. Whole damn city with nobody to call for help but ourselves. You bring me some supplies from the airdrops, though, and you'll see people change their tunes in a hurry. That shit's a game changer.
Thanks. I'll bear that in mind. Listen, is there anything else? I'm in a bit of a rush.
Also, if you're looking to get more popular, you can try helping folks. Do a few favors, they might like you more. Might even find a woman. Keep you warm at night.
Oh, God. You think the combat is what makes it? To be honest, you still booted up to kill some zombies while listening to podcasts. Yeah, that and the parkour system's actually quite nice once you actually get some agility points. But yeah, the combat is quite good. The only issue that I have with this is how often sprinting zombies become a thing. Especially later on when they get drawn to you for no goddamn reason. Because the game makes a big deal early about the loud noises drawing the fast ones. But later on, they just kind of come and happen. It's like the game's way of saying, hey, move on, do something. I don't know. It was weird. I never quite figured out what drew them exactly. But it got pretty old pretty fast. And can I not track this bounty? I see. Yeah, we'll cancel these. Because I don't want them tracked all the time. I don't really care about them, to be honest. They seem like just like elite challenge type things, I guess. Right. Dr. Zera. And we got...
I would kill for a ticket outside.
We'll go for, I guess, the wrench is the way to go, I suppose. I guess. Better quality weapons, obviously better damage, durability, and handling. It also depends on what the weapon type is. These are just like one-handed blunt things. There's also two-handed blunt, there's two-handed sharp, there's one-handed sharp. The sharp weapons are generally the way to go for killing because you just lop off limbs and stuff and it's really nice and easy. Whereas the blunt weapons later on can like crush and maim and heavily wound. It's better for the when you fight like people, like not undead stuff. Damage durability is a bit straightforward. Handling is just how quickly you swing the weapon and all that and how much energy it takes to swing it. There's a certain amount of repairs that we can do on them to bring them back up to scratch. And there's an upgrade slot on them as well that we can eventually do through blueprints. However, we don't have any. Yeah, no, we don't have any. Better quality weapons have more upgrade slots and more repairs. And there's, I think, green quality, then blue quality, then purple, then orange is like the legendary stuff. Standard color scheme. Something like that. I can also dismantle stuff I don't want for like spare parts and all that, but typically that's not really a thing because you accumulate so much of it if you're looking. What?
Okay, new guy, be careful out there. We've lost too many already.
Alright, Demand, thanks for stopping in. Have a good rest. Hope you feel better, man.
Okay, noob. You've got Dr. Zera set up in a semi-trailer on a fenced-in playing court. When you leave the tower, hang a left and head due south. You can't miss it.
It's Crane, kid.
All right. Crane. Just keep moving.
The Crane.
Take in the sights. And try not to make too much noise. Sound attracts those fuckers.
Some chemicals and cigarettes. And a lockpick. Can I increase the sound, like the voice, a little bit more? No, okay, we'll have to do it through the Windows mixer. Let me just swap this over real quick. Bring this all up a bit. That should be okay. Sound effects down, music down quite a bit. We'll use music as like a quiet ambient type thing, I guess. I don't know, maybe. So I could totally fight these zombies and stuff, but since I'm on hard mode, they're actually really fucking burly, and I'd be fighting them for about 12 hours. Not quite, but it would be a little while. It'd be like 4 minutes of steadily swinging at the exact same guy in order to bring them down for really no good reason, so I'm gonna ignore them for a moment. Maybe even a few moments. Hello. We'll fight them plenty later on, though.
I hope those rotting fuckers never figure out how to climb on top of a van.
Ominous.
Doctor? Hello? Anybody there?
Camden, are you there? Damn it.
So I'm supposed to get a vaccine?
What? No. Suppressant. It's called antizin. Suppresses the symptoms. Here, sit. Antizin postpones the inevitable. Best the GRE could do.
Inevitable? So there's no cure?
It's a variation of rabies. There's no cure right now, but you see, I've been running tests on both antizin and infected tissue. A cure is possible, definitely possible.
Oh shit, you really think you can figure it out?
With Dr. Camden's help, yes. I think so. Now where did I put that injector?
Who's Dr. Camden?
A colleague trapped in Sector 0, where the outbreak first, broke out. We've been collaborating via radio, though we would have made more progress if the connection were better. Also, if my earlier experiments had borne fruit. I tried injecting recombined versions of the virus into chunks of meat and leaving them around the city, hoping some of the infected would eat them so I could observe and document the results.
But they didn't?
It bore no fruit. I'm ashamed that I wasted so much time on it. No reason to hold any antizin in reserve now. In any case, All right. I'm quite busy, so on your way now. What was I doing?
So, like, it makes you think that periodically you gotta go back to him to get another dose or
checked me out
so.
and gave me another shot.
Okay, great. That ought to hold you. For a while. Which is good, because I'm starting to get used to the idea of bossing you around. So, time for a real trial. Go talk to Spike. You'll find him near Zera's truck. He's got the first real job for you.
Hi, Spike.
Hey, Spike. I'm Crane.
Just what I need. More unskilled labor. All right, shut up and pay attention. There are two types of airdrops. One has food, first aid supplies, survival gear, and such. The other kind is filled with antizin. The GRE sends in a one-way video feed that lets us know when they're on the way. Look, the trouble is, the airdrops with antizin keep getting raided by Rise's thugs, and without antizin, we're basically screwed. Rise and his boys only operate during the day because going out after dark is a dandy way to get killed. But the next two antizin drops are coming down right at sunset tonight, and Brecon means to go after them. This may be our only chance to reach the airdrop.
What's my part here?
Well, as I said, going out at night is basically suicide. Or it would be if I hadn't been setting up safe zones and traps out there for weeks now, which I have. Now, Brecon and his team will be okay tonight so long as you get out there now and arm those traps. That's your part.
All right. What are these traps and how do I arm them?
You'll see. I'll be talking you through it. Just remember, without these traps, Brecon won't survive the night. And if he doesn't come back with antizin, we are lost. Before you head out there, grab some firecrackers. Made them myself. They make a fine distraction if you get in trouble.
The drops are a pretty crucial part of the game that allows you to gather up the materials to sell for a lot of money and also get a bunch of experience. And we'll probably be doing a bit of that, but there is a cool thing to do at a certain place where we can just basically farm the stuff repeatedly and completely save. But we have to do a little bit of tutorial first before we can do that. Gar! Yoink, yoink, yoink. Trying not to fight too much again because they're like really burly and hard at the start. Where am I heading? Oh yeah, right. The van over here.
Okay, first, the car. Open the hood, connect the battery, that'll arm the trap.
Jade here. Is anyone outside right now? Urgent help needed.
I'm outside, working for Spike.
You're Crane, right? Listen, our runner's trying to secure one of our safe houses for Brecon's mission. He's in a courtyard by Vefa and Mimar, surrounded by zombies. We gotta help him.
All right, I'm on it.
My chest. Oh god. I have unspent skill points. I do. Well, shit. Alright. What was it to throw? Middle mouse button, I think? Come on, you idiots. Let's go, let's go. You can see the experience at the top there. There's the agility on the left and the combat on the right. Environmental kills give you a bit of both. Not me, go away. Get into the lightning stuff. Electricity, that's the one. Yes, yes. Come on. Get over there. No. Go for a second one. Yeah, easy experience. And fucking with these basic zombies is like probably one of the most fun things you can do in this game. I love it. They're so simple. Ah, that's the end of that. Okay. So let's see about spending some points here. What do we got? We got a survivor point. The first thing that we can get is the starter kit that allows me to craft lockpicks, firecrackers, throwing stars, and cocktails. And then that unlocks backpacker for more gears or item slots, elemental throwing stars, a better prices and shops by 10%, and boosters, which I remember being really, really fantastic. Only when you get the advanced boosters, though. I will probably... I don't know. Probably the backpack stuff. And then agility experience, dodge, jump sideways or backwards, desired direction, press space to execute, right. And power-wise, we get stun. Each strike with a blunt weapon to an enemy's head has a chance to stun. Yay, which allows you to set up like killing blows and stuff later on. Actually, was there anything up there? Sometimes on the rooftop there's a nice chest that you can pick open for gear, like a weapon or so, but nothing here. Alright. Ow. He threw himself forward way more than he should have.
Okay, Jade, I'm here, along with some infected.
Watch yourself, Crane.
Use a medkit to heal up. On hard mode, the heal is just a slow heal over time. Knock her down. Work on this guy. Weapons basically busted. Go for the light to try to knock her down again. And keep her down. Oh, he's dead. Nope, stay down. Takes a minute.
Oh man, I think it's too late for this guy.
Shit. All right. Finish it. Just don't let it suffer.
Man, he went down quick.
Okay, it's done. Fuck.
You had no choice. He wasn't human anymore. Now hurry. You still need to turn on the lights. That's the only way to make this place safe at night.
This is actually technically one of the sprinting zombies, but I guess because of cost reasons, he's super duper easy to kill.
Ah, shit.
How's it coming? Got the lights on?
Almost. Just give me a second.
And that's a safe zone tutorial. You'll occasionally find throughout the map a red house icon on the compass. You just go in there, clear it out, sometimes move some barricades around to close it off, and then turn the power on, and then it's a safe house that you can sleep into. They got some fancy lights on that keep it safe overnight, and it's cool. It's pretty important. If I was actually playing non-DLC, it's pretty important to unlock as many safe houses as you can early on, because they get pretty mandatory. Especially if you're doing nighttime stuff. Lockpicking, I would think, is pretty self-explanatory here. Just to the right a bit. Ah, fuck. So close. Well, I'm out of picks. I think I've got some scrap metal to make some more. Do I care enough, though? Yeah, maybe. Blueprints, lockpicks. I make 3 of them. Fine, fine. Look at that. All that for some fucking coffee. Just vendor trash. Excellent. Happy. I'm proud that went so well. Be quick or be dead. And move. Okay. There we go. Coffee again, but this time a gas pipe. Hello? Gas pipe, sure. We'll replace the standard pipe with that, I guess. You're like basically broken. And sure, basically, we'll dismantle these. Get a metal part back. And nails for that one. So we've got a cool gas pipe with 31 damage, 33 durability, 60 handling, 3 repairs, and 1 upgrade slot. We also have a blue adjustable wrench with 2 upgrade slots. Still just 3 repairs though. But 39 damage. So you might use that for a bit. Maybe. Right, I need to get out the roof.
Crane here.
Report.
Okay, I met this doctor, scientist type. They've got him set up in a sort of research trailer, and he's working on a cure for the virus. His name is Zera. Hello? Do you copy?
Affirmative. Secondary objective added. Maintain your cover and secure all of his research. Acknowledge.
Your stolen file still takes top priority though, right?
Affirmative. We find it unlikely that a single researcher working out of a trailer could produce any significant results. But if he does, we want to see it.
Jade, it's done.
Good. We'll need to prepare more places like that one. We've got more spots picked out for future safe zones. Spike will mark them on your map later. And Crane, thank you. Back to you, Spike.
Right now, you need to get back to our main task and arm the next trap. There's another car close by.
Got it. The infected are all over the street.
So what does that tell you? Keep off the street. Try to stay on the rooftops where they can't reach you.
Well, they're all around the car, Spike.
You still have some firecrackers, don't you? Just throw some into the crowd. Those dead bastards are easily distracted.
I sort of wasted them all, but I think it just gives you a bunch just then, just in case you do use them all. And the firecrackers are a little bit of a trust game, because sometimes it doesn't seem like the zombies are actually being drawn to them, but they really are. You just have to trust and believe. And that's they're like actively lunging at you when you throw them, of course.
All done with the car, Spike.
Keep on like that, you just might make it. The next trap's close by, and I shouldn't have to tell you, but don't get caught out in the open.
Spike, these freaks are everywhere. If I need to use a trap, how do I activate it?
You can't. I told you, they're only for the night mission.
Shit. Okay.
You can't. You need more survivor skill points to use them. What? What's that mean, Spike? You'll find out later. And ordinarily there is a day-night cycle in this game, but currently... I don't think I can get up there yet, right? Yeah, no, not yet. Currently it's disabled for purposes of tutorial. Although as we get closer and closer to the objective and complete objectives, it does eventually get to be pretty close to nighttime. God, that's always an ass clencher there. Whew. Oh, God. It always seems like I maybe didn't make it, but it gives you just a little bit of breathing room and just slides you over just enough so that you do make it. see. Excuse me.
It's quite a contraption you got here.
3 times brighter than an ordinary street lamp. Gives the infected quite the sunburn.
Let's see if we can draw much to that. Probably not. Yeah, a couple. Blammo! Distant screaming to indicate that you've made a very loud noise and the sprinters are coming, except tutorial so they're not actually coming. Hello, Jason. How you doing? Ooh, pouch. More vendor trash, but a good vendor trash. And a plain pipe to rip apart later. And then that away. Yeah, let's drop down. How'd the test go? Passed the test. Got my certificate Saturday. They finally got around to mailing it out. The certificate was available at like 3 in the afternoon after taking the exam, and that was last Thursday. But we didn't want to stick around for a while, so we just said, you know, just mail it to us. And we're like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, we'll do that. But what they didn't tell us is that they typically wait a couple weeks before mailing it for whatever reason. And it's like, since we're kind of on a time limit here, and that's literally the only thing we're waiting on currently, it'd be a really cool thing to have it soon. So my wife called on Friday, and they delivered it here on Saturday. I thought that was kind of funny. But we've got that. And then we got married on Tuesday. And then I got health insurance. Just kind of waiting for a couple things to arrive. And then we head into the city and throw them €100 and show them the documents. And then I should be okay to stay for a while. Is chat quiet today or is chat broken? Chat's pretty quiet. It's a quiet chat day. It's Monday. Everybody's got a case of the Mondays. Say something German was my favorite. I don't really have a favorite word. I don't know enough German to have a favorite word currently. I don't know enough German to be confident speaking German currently either. So I totally clocked my chin on that. Maybe one day.
Okay, lights are all set.
You ready for the next one then? Better hurry.
Thought I could maybe grab onto that beam over there. So yeah, it was a pretty busy couple of weeks. That's why the streams kind of died down and why the Let's Play stuff had died down for a bit, but we're back into action here.
Fuck, Spike, the whole goddamn district went down. What the hell's going on?
Oh, not again. All right, listen. There's a power substation near you. Go check it out.
First time getting to see a live stream, watch higher RimWorld vids. All of them. Damn, there's a lot of them.
Hey,
but welcome, and thank you.
Really put us in a tight spot. We're defenseless here. Plus the safe zones and some of my traps are down too. We need to get the power up and running ASAP.
Just a moment. These I can't move. Okay. You remember your old boss got pissed you gave me a dying light code? Really? Fascinating.
is this?
Hello, big guy. We probably can't kill him. He's quite burly. Cocktails take a little while to blow up. And that's those spent. We pretty much just have to move on and ignore them. Later on, we can kill them when we do enough damage, but for now, especially on hard, there's no way we'd be here all day. I was back in the Maker days. What do they got against me getting a code, huh? Jeez.
Alright, I've got the substation reset, but if the grid shorted once, you know it could happen again, right?
You leave the electrical engineering to me, okay? Just get your ass to a safe zone. You're gonna have to spend the night there.
Grab his face around a little bit, find some alcohol. Okay. Damn it. Man, it's difficult with the input lag. Vertical sync is off though, I don't get it. Green wrench and cigarettes. And we'll rip these apart. No real sense hanging on to the gray weapons. I left the network at that point. Man, that was a while ago. So I remember I tried to leave the network the first time, but they're like, no, you gotta tell us like within 30 days of it renewing, even though it was renewing in like 7 days, which was stupid, but they took forever getting back to me. So it's like there was 7 or 8 days before the contract automatically renewed, and I said I want out, and then they didn't respond for like 9 or 10 days, so then it automatically renewed, and a couple days past that they finally got back to me and were like, oh no, you have to tell us before it renews. You motherfuckers. So then the next year I blew them up a month in advance and continued to message them every single day until they finally fucking responded. And then I was finally out. I was free. Because they did nothing for me and took, I think it was exactly 50%. And I think at that time YouTube had decided to charge or take a larger cut. So YouTube's taking 55% and then Maker is taking 50% of what's left. And Maker was doing literally nothing for me, so it's like, ugh. So I wanted out, definitely. What's weird also is that I think with typically on networks, you get like a person that you talk to for stuff, like you get assigned a person. I was never assigned a person with Maker. I don't know if they do that, but I think ordinarily you get assigned somebody and they're just like, they're your contact. They're the one you talk to when you want to attend events and when you want to get keys and when you just want to ask questions or if you're just bored as shit. You have the person that you talk to. With Maker though, I don't think they had that, or if they did, I certainly never had one. I don't know. You can see how the purple black lights or UV lights, I think they are actually. They drive back the infected, especially the nasty night dudes. So that's what makes these a safe spot. And then it's barricaded and stuff up, and the standard zombies can't get in, and technically the sprinting zombies could easily, like, really fucking easily get in, but they don't. I guess they're bothered by the UV, but it doesn't actively damage them, but they're just bothered by it? I don't know.
Oh shit. Fuck is that? Hey, Doc. This is Kyle Crane.
Crane? What
What can I do for you?
I just saw this freaking weird zombie. He's covered in big green blisters. It hauled ass as soon as it spotted me. You know anything about it?
Not enough information, I'm afraid. But if you see another one, do let me know, will you?
You're not at my size. Okay. Yeah, I figured there'd at least be like a contact that I could email if I had questions or something like that. I didn't even have that. No, blueprint. What's that before? 230 volt blueprint. And with that... No, I thought... Ah, yeah, there it is. Can be applied to long knives and short knives. Requires metal part, duct tape, 2 plastic, 2 batteries, and a power cable. Ugh. Adds medium electric discharge to my attacks, though, which is generally kind of cool. I don't know, maybe. The thing with the knives, though, is they're a sharp weapon, but their durability really is quite poor, so it's a little bit awkward using a cool upgrade like that on them. Yeah, we'll see. It's like 10 to 16k around then, right? I think maybe 20 at the peak. I don't know.
Something bad happened. We need to talk.
Okay, give me a sec.
Something like that. Like, I don't know if my current size of like 50,000 or so is the, is a mark or anything like that. If people even care about that amount anymore. It used to be that a few years ago, that's when YouTube would start heavily recommending you and you'd just grow exponentially nonstop. I don't know if networks still care much about 50k or if it's like 100k is the new mark or what. Should note, I do have free roam of the map, by the way. The entire map. It is fairly big. It's a lot bigger than it looks. You can go into most of these buildings, and there's stuff to look into and stuff there. Technically, I'm open and able to do that. I think at this point, though, sprinters become a thing, but there's still no day-night cycle. So now is a pretty cool time to just like farm up the basic stuff. But I'm not going to bother with that. Like, I'll loot a little bit here and there, but generally I'm not going to go too nuts with it. I think if I do any farming for the stream stuff, I'll probably do that off stream because it takes a little while.
Hey, keep a distance from Rise's men. They just as soon shoot you as look at you. Keep a lookout for the colored smoke. It means airdrop.
About 250k now is the mark. Yeah, that fucking mark's really climbing.
Crane, first of all, you did great out there. From now on, if you need something, come see me. And to start with, here's a UV flashlight and a remote control. You run up on a volatile, give him a face full of UV, or lead him into a trap which you can trigger with that remote. You got it?
Got it.
Perfect. Now for the bad news. Despite your efforts, Brecon's mission failed.
Shit, is he okay?
He's alive. But you need to get back to the tower. Jade called all the scouts in, and that means you.
But the weird thing with networks is that they're not really a thing anymore, but like here in Germany, pretty much every German YouTuber has a network, and I don't really know why, and my wife is trying to figure it out too. She doesn't know why either. But like everybody's got one, like it's just how you do it, so I don't know if that's like basically required for tax reasons or so you can actually say that you're a YouTuber as your profession or what. I don't know, but I've already spoken to somebody and I can basically be in as soon as I say yes, let's do it, like just in case I actually need a network. But I don't yeah, this is good enough, I guess. I don't know why though.
Crane here.
Report.
I'm about to have a meeting with the tower's leader.
Acknowledged. Confirm his identity and contact us immediately.
And now we get to talk to the spooky boss man. Oh, he's so tough and stuff. a union kind of thing? I don't know. Like, I tried to reach out to a few people and ask them, like, you know, why are you on our network? And is it required for some reason? Is there something I'm missing here? But, fuck, it's smoking here. Jesus criminy. But I never really figured it out why it's a thing, because typically they just take money and they don't actually do anything for you. I don't know.
Brecon's mission failed. Jade called a meeting in the tower. It's my opportunity to finally meet with Brecon and confirm his identity.
Oh yeah, there's the shop here too. Generally won't be buying anything because there's no reason to right now, but it's always a thing. Like, I don't remember if I ever bought anything, really. Maybe a gun here and then, but I don't think I ever bothered with it. And then you can see the stuff here that you can just look at. I don't really know why this stuff exists, because you can't buy it. It won't even let you. You can just look at it and see it there. But when you come back later on, when you're actually this level, it won't be there anymore. So it's just like a teaser for what type of weapons unlock later on, which are obviously better than what you can currently get, but you would already know that. I don't know. It doesn't even tell you the price, so you don't even know, like, generally how much money I should have when I'm at that point. It's a weird thing for me. It's a really, really weird thing. Sell all the valuables because they don't do anything for me. And we'll probably leave it at that. Could look into it, but you don't read German, so it might not be much help. Only high-end bladed weapons are worth buying. And no, I don't think I ever bought anything at all. Guns mainly for humans? Yes. Because fuck fighting them on hard with melee weapons.
Crane. Listen, Brecon and a team of runners went after an airdrop last night. He lost the rest of his team to biters, and then Rise's men ambushed him, beat him to a pulp, and stole the drop. Now Brecon wants to go after the next drop himself, but we can't let him, and you've got to back me up, okay?
For God's sake! You can't even walk straight. We need you alive, you idiot.
Okay, we're going in. Act confident. Brecon, Lena.
Maybe you can get through to him.
Jade, who's your friend?
Kyle Crane.
Look, Brecon, the last thing we need is for you to go back out there. We can figure out another way without jeopardizing you. Right, Crane?
I'll go. I'll do it.
Right. Yes. Crane will go. He'll be happy to.
Jesus. No offense, friend, but you're as green as grass. You can't just...
Crane will manage. He'll start in the right spot. And Lena's right, you need to be here taking care of the towers, convincing them the world's not over yet.
Oh, hell. Maybe one more try before we go to Rice. Yeah, okay, fine. Good luck, Crane. Jade, a moment.
Sure. Head for the cauldron, I'll be in touch shortly.
Look, there's something else we need to discuss. Brecon was hurt pretty bad out there. Worse than he wants people to know. He took a blow to the head. Now he's starting to have seizures, and I don't have any Loratrax.
Yeah, I doubt anyone does. Anti-seizure drugs were being passed out like candy when the infection first started. And the stores ran out weeks ago.
Yes, that's right. How do you know that?
Look, what do you need me to do, Lena?
There's a man in town named Ghazi. He's not altogether there, if you know what I mean. His mother had epilepsy, so he used to pick up medicine for her each month. She died 2 years ago, but Ghazi kept going to the store to pick up her prescription. He likes his routine, and Ghazi can be very insistent. So, they kept giving it to him.
You think he's been stockpiling it all this time?
If he hasn't, I don't know where else we're going to get it from. Ghazi lives under the overpass. And don't mention his mother's death. He won't understand.
under the overpass is like the most generic, broad description you could have possibly given me. We doing this? I don't know. It's kind of up to you guys. It's completely optional. We can if you want. I don't know. It's I suppose experience, but I can kind of fairly easily get survivor experience later on. Repeatable Haran prison. What? Find the prison boat. Huh. DLC prison heist. Don't know anything about that. Let's talk to the GRE.
How's the pain?
Wrong way. God damn it.
It's okay.
There's like one massive bridge that stretches across the entire city. A lot of the city is beneath the overpass.
Most of the runners out of action. Brecon wants the scouts to take their place. That means me. We're supposed to go for the next airdrop right before sunset. Jade will be showing me the ropes. Yeah, that won't be awkward at all.
And nothing new from him. I think he restocks daily with just like a free weapon and some trash if you need it. Better than nothing, but only just. I think he also gives you a free shield and grappling hook when you unlock those. Morning, Karen. How you doing?
Crane here.
Report.
Tower boss is named Brecon, and he's definitely not your man. The other likely suspect is this warlord, basically. Local guy. Calls himself Rise. He's hoarding antizin and then gouging the hell out of anybody who wants to buy some. I'm on a mission to get antizin from the airdrop. If I don't succeed, they'll have to come up with something else.
Acknowledged. Good job, Crane. You're doing well. Stay on task, and we'll be in touch. Be sure to call us immediately if and when you get that antizin.
So the theory here is that there's a typical place where they always airdrop antizin, supposedly, maybe, except they don't, but whatever, for plot reasons, sure. The plot of this game is pretty fucking strange. But the idea is that we know where this is, but Rise's men apparently don't. I don't know. So they're sending me to do it because they can't do it because I'm not sure. Okay, look, I don't know. We're gonna get an airdrop. Come on, get out. One of these bigger, fatter, weeble wobble assholes that never fall. Get out of here. Unbelievable, those guys. Looking forward to playing Greed Fall later today. What's Greed Fall? Is that a new release? I haven't been keeping up with new releases in a while. Haven't had time. Here's a quick look that I'm going to be recording today, but other than that, cool. Where's this guy? Oh.
Hey, what are you looking for?
Something I can use for a tourniquet. Once Rise takes over this place, we're going to need plenty of them. That's something they do, see? Amputations. Rise gets a kick out of it. Wondering how I know? That motherfucker kept me locked in a cage for 3 weeks. I saw plenty. Sometimes it was like he was experimenting. See what would do the job best, you know? Machete, axe, shotgun, hell. He took this one guy's leg off at the knee. And had to hear time how long it took the poor bastard to bleed out. It's a valid strategy. You kill an enemy, well, that is one down. But you hurt an enemy, then you've got the wounded guy out of the fight. Plus, it'll take at least 2 more people to take care of him. 3 for the price of 1. There's value in sadism, I guess, given the right circumstances.
Wow, bet you're a lot of fun at parties.
I still disagree with him. I still think killing people is the way to do it, because then you fucking kill them. Because you kill the people, they run out of people, they run out, they do desperate shit like this and put themselves in danger rather than being safe at home taking care of the sick person. You're forcing them to leave, and, well, then they're easier to pick off. No? Just me? Okay. Do a little bit of looting while I'm here. Get some of the bare bones basics going. Excuse me. There was a red safe house nearby, wasn't there? Oh yeah, kind of where I'm heading. Yeah. Suppose I'll grab that safe house.
Crane, 3/4 of all airdrops fall in the cauldron. So if you start from there, you'll have the best chance of getting to that drop before Rice's men do.
And I might want to get that one too, just to make this next part a little bit easier, because it forces us to do a little bit of the nighttime survival thing, which on hard is absolutely fucking terrifying. But wow, we have to do it. It's a new release by Spider Studios, the people who made Technomancer. It's like a 17th century adventure game with magic thrown in. Okay. Let me know how it is. Another medium lockpick. Titan weapon upgrade. You do sometimes just find weapon upgrades out and about. So like I could upgrade this guy and put in Titan, which just gives it like a +2 durability modifier, which turns into +3. It's like percentage based or something like that. It's a bit strange, but not really worth doing for this. 3 durability is not a whole lot at all, but something to hang on to for later on for better weapons. Because if you get like a big burly 2-handed thing that has just an absolute shitload.
Good. Find some shelter and wait. Most of the drops seem to fall exactly in that area.
It's a lot better off just using even just some like standard green mod on a really fancy weapon. Wibble wobble shit things. Hate these guys. I really hate these guys. They never fucking go down. Weapons breaking, we'll switch. Out of energy. Fall. Fall, you shit. You're so annoying. Hate you. I hate these guys. I like this game so much, looking forward to Dying Light 2. Had to get it through some Russian site because it's banned from being bought in Germany, but you can still activate it and play it legally. Does it still work just changing your store? Or the server download, rather? Because you used to be able to do that on Steam, where you just change the server that you download from, and it basically works as a proxy that way. Activate light trap. Can I actually do light traps, though? I guess I can. Alright, I thought I needed a survivor thing for that. And that unlocked the safe zone. Interesting. I don't remember that. Huh. Okay. Well, light traps and also car traps and stuff like that later on. Just turns these on basically, which is more of a nighttime thing. During the day, it doesn't really help you too much. So, looking for the airdrop. Found it. I sent you money and you can buy me the illicit keys. Nice. Thanks, Jason. I think I'll just proxy though if I have to. Off. My roof. Occupied. A hard lockpick. Oop, oop. It's like just to the right. There we go. A jewel box, orange quality. That'll sell nicely. And just a wrench. Okay. We'll replace this guy with it. I thought I could hold off to replace. Because I don't really want to waste the scrap repairing stuff. There's no point in it. Weapons are just everywhere and they're all terrible.
And there's a crate. It looks intact. I'll check out what's inside.
Would gifting the games via Steam get around the restrictions? Yes, generally. Because as far as I know, it's just something in the store page. It's just like a really basic restriction thing that Steam put no effort into actually applying because it's a stupid restriction in the first place. And I think that's how some of those less than legit sites work, is you buy the key and they gift it to you with some random ass Steam username thing.
Hope I don't end up like this poor bastard.
Because I know somebody who went about doing that one time because it was super cheap. Because the game was pretty expensive. We wanted to play a co-op. And I was able to buy it, but he was having issues buying it. So he went through one of those third-party things. And just like some random ass user gifted it to him afterwards. It was pretty weird.
Did you see that?
Yeah, 2 drops.
They landed elsewhere, unfortunately, but you're not that far away. Get to those crates before anyone else does.
Okay, I'll do it super quick, totally. Outside of the tutorial, because we're still in the tutorial if you'd believe it, you do actually have to hurry. Because if you're not there like really fucking quick, Rise's men are there, and you can take them out and loot what's left, but there'll only be 1 crate there, whereas if you beat them there, there'll be 2 crates available. Mwah. And if you're super late, then they'll just take everything, and it's like, oh, it's gone because you're too slow and shut. We'll go with backpacker. That's fine. And agility-wise, we can learn the grapple. When an enemy charges, press button 5 on the mouse. Button 5. I don't know about that. But yes, we'll go for that. But I think I'm gonna rebind that because I'm not exactly sure what button 5 is on this fucking wild mouse. Key bindings. Action. Oh yeah, survivor sense, right. We'll replace survivor sense with that. Because survivor sense doesn't even work. Ugh. No, well, not middle mouse button. I'm using that. And that's technically left mouse button. Interesting. What is this mouse? Yes, sure, 0. Okay, cool. So that's still fine. Yeah, because you can use Survivor Sense ordinarily to find the loot and Intractables, and also find the spoopy night dudes. But on hard mode, it's significantly less useful to use. Basically, it doesn't work at all. I think it still helps a little bit at night to find the heat trails of the spooky guys, but man. But I'm not closing my eyes and screaming and running. I don't really have time to look around for that. What the? What happened to my movement? That was weird. Bop, bop.
Jade Rice's men got here first.
Okay.
I'm going.
Don't try to fight them. Just find the second one.
Nope.
Look for the smoke from the flare. The crate should be close by.
I'm not done with you. He's gonna be mad. Fuck. Try to secure anything. Fucking runners.
You can take them out right now if you want. On hard mode, fuck that. Oop. He's throwing shit. People are so bullshit on hard mode. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. But I think all you get is a few grenades and Molotovs, I think is all that is. A dude needing help over here.
Please, help me!
Ooh, stunned him. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Please, help me! Hey! Come on, help me! Don't let them turn me!
Dude, you're totally safe in there. Look at you. What the fuck they gonna do? I'm working on it. Yeah. See why I hate these dudes?
Let me repay the favor.
Please be more than $2. $110. Yeah, okay, that's okay, I guess, for this. Sometimes they give you like, oh, thank you for helping me, and they give you like $11. Oy.
Jade, I'm almost there.
We'll pass
I can
on
do
that
this.
safe house. Because that safe house doesn't help me any. This one might, though. We'll do this one up ahead. Whoa, there's a big dude there. Hi, excuse me. Shut. Bit early for one of them, isn't it? No. Okay, fine. Ah. There we go. Why? What? What blew up? I thought you could light them on fire with that. Keep him down. Hit her a bit. That's a sprinter. Hi! Oh, 2 sprinters. Phenomenal. 3 sprinters even. Oh, that's joyous. I'm gonna die. I got the heal off somehow. Everybody back! 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 Oh. Damn it. Need fill on the ground for that. I thought you could just like throw it onto them while they're laying down and light them on fire with it, but yeah, maybe not. Man, what the fuck blew up and why 4 sprinters? Jesus criminy. Okay, so where are we? Way back here. Alright, I want that guy. Sprinters, though, they sprint and they do a bit of parkour. They're more annoying than anything. Later on. For now, they're basically death. A nightmare? I can't even imagine. That just sounds awful on Nightmare. Come here and grab at me. I love playing with them. That's why grapples are really nice one, because you just like throw them off of buildings and traps and stuff like that, and yeah. Hopefully the sprinters are gone from here. They wouldn't have stayed, right? And also, do I have another skill point available? No. No more random explosions, okay? Oh, he's dead. Good deal. And the sprinters are gone. Alright. And then we change the fuse. And we're good. Yay! Map, we can remove that. And we'll see about doing this. I'm not looking forward to this part. This part's poopy. Get you off quick. Throw you off. Next. Alright, clear. Sometimes that's easiest. Oh, you actually want me to kill them? Okay, cool. Thank you. Oh, I don't like this part.
Crane here. I'm about to recover an antizin drop.
Good, Crane. This offers us a new strategy. Time to turn your attention to Rise. Listen closely. It's very possible that Rise is our man. So if you find an airdrop containing antizin, destroy it.
What? Why?
It will force interaction with Rise. You can go under Brecon's auspices as an ambassador, if you will.
But there are civilians depending on this stuff.
Our plan is focused on the greater good. Remember that.
Take some for yourself, you shit. More than just one, you shit. Oh, man, I would totally take just like a handful, like 8 or 9 of them at least. Or just like stash it somewhere where I know where it is. Just hide it. Because this doesn't look fucking suspicious
Jade, I'm
at all.
the airdrop. There's no antizin here.
None? Fuck. Fuck! Alright. Get back here and be careful. The nightmares are awake. Don't let them see you.
Oh shit. They must have heard me.
Nope, 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 nope. Fuck, 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 fuck. Need them to not be on me. Okay, compass is white. We're kind of okay. Fuck. Okay, well, that, ow, lasted long. Shit. Yeah, they're faster than you. They parkour faster than you. Oh, they suck so much early on. It just spawns nighttime, yeah. That's just how it works. And it starts you off detected. But if you die, like now I'm not detected. So now I've actually kind of got a chance. I just have to make it to this safe house. And we'll hop through the safe houses. Fuck, I hate this part. Yeah, they hurt like hell on hard, man. You don't fuck with them you don't go outside at night. And that's why I like hard mode on this game. Because that actually gives you a really genuine, legitimate reason why you don't go out at night. Oh, come on. No, no, Crane. Come on, Crane. Typically, you want to stay high. The flashlight, they don't see or anything like that. So we're okay with the flashlight on. We just stay up high where they typically aren't. They sometimes are, though. And we slowly and carefully work our way across. Some of the standard zombies go a little bit apeshit at night, and they get really fidgety and twitchy and make a bunch of noise and draw the nasty shits over to you. Typically, you just don't want to be spotted by anything. It's better that way. But you don't go out at night when you're doing co-op and super leveled and carrying boss weapons. Then you have fun with them. Well, yeah, there is that, I guess. Come on, Crane. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This way through the alley. Oh, shit. There's one right up there. We'll just, just take it nice and slow. Good and easy. I think the trash suit that you find out and about is a little better at night. You do get double experience. Whoa. What the fuck was that? Okay. Okay, do I actually need that safe house? I could maybe just make it to tower from here. Like, that's my objective. That's home. It doesn't look so far away. Oh. You're shushed on there. Turn the flashlight off a minute, let it recharge. Yeah, crossing the street here is gonna be a trick. Shit. Alright, Pinter. Thanks for stopping in. Parkour hard on your way to class. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good one. Oh, fuck. There's one right there, too. Doing it. You gonna lunge or anything so I can grab you? There you go. I'm over here. Oh my god. Dried fruits. Nom 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 nom. Okay, let's hop up. Ah! Oh fuck, I did it! God, it's the best I've ever done. Shit, I only died one time. Unbelievable. Oh god. That's why we don't go out at night though. Those guys. If you do go out at night, there's an airdrop at night, and then there's two airdrops at night. One of them at like midnight or something, so a couple hours in. That one you can just kind of hunker down and wait for. And then there's a second airdrop that happens at like 5 in the morning or something, so quite late. But if you go to bed and skip night, you wake up at like 6 or 7. So you wake up past that second airdrop. So it's sort of like an extra bonus if you can make it through the entire night. And then it does give you a huge bonus if you make it through the night and for how long you survive the night, if only part of the night. It's worth doing for experience, but fuck, is it dangerous. Alright, nothing. Okay. Going up? Yeah, going up. Ugh, I hate that part of the game.
I made it in one piece. Now I know how Brecon must have felt running at night. It is no picnic. Gotta report to him and tell him I don't have any antizin. Lying to everyone stinks, but I know the GRE is working for the greater good.
Alright, Kebab, thanks for stopping in. Good to see you. Hope you have a good one. And yeah, unspent skill points. We'll go for... yeah, dropkick or vault. I mean, is that really a question? Fucking dropkick. Every day dropkick. And then kick stun. 10% chance to stun an enemy. Stunned enemies are a lot easier to kill. And then there's stun kill. Instantly kill a stunned enemy. You press F when they're stunned to execute them. We're grabbing that. That's a fantastic one to have. Because sometimes I think they don't even need to be... Unless there's another skill for that. Sometimes they don't even need to be like properly stunned. You could just finish them off. Maybe takedown's what I'm thinking of. I'm not entirely sure, but I remember the stun kill being really, really powerful, actually.
Brecon, come on. I mean, we need Antizin. I know, but buying from Rise? You can't be serious.
For God's sakes, I'll go. I'm not scared.
Absolutely not. We've discussed that
No,
already.
we didn't discuss it. You just decided that
I'll go.
Are you serious?
Well, this Rice guy has never seen my face before. Clean slate, right?
Could you guys give Crane and me the room, please? You sure you're up for this?
Has to be done, doesn't it?
Well, I'm not going to argue. Race's place is over here. Just find out what this will cost us and come back in one piece.
And yep, leveled up. Good, good, good. We'll go for elemental throwing stars is pretty tempting. The boosters they are honestly pretty good, but only once you get XL. So I'd like to pick that up. That's a survival level 6 though, and we're only 4, so we could still grab like I don't know, man. Yeah, I guess the elemental throwing stars. It leads to the grenades, which are really good. The trap bombs are quite okay also. Yeah, we'll see. So we head to Rise quickly, and then I think technically the tutorial is already over. Technically.
Brecon is so desperate he's ready to deal with the devil himself, Rise. And since I'm supposed to determine whether or not Rice is the one who's...
Yeah. And we sleep because it's still... Ooh, that's not my bedroom.
Crane, can you hear me?
I think I need to go back up.
Jade?
Oh.
Yeah, I copy. Something wrong?
No, it's Listen, Crane, we all appreciate what you're doing. And I know you're doing it to redeem yourself. Because Amir died saving your life.
Look, I'm doing it because if we don't get Antizin from Rice, people will start to die.
You know, I met Amir right after the outbreak. I didn't know him for that long, but he was the best, most decent man I've ever known. But I just want you to know that I don't blame you. Amir knew the risk. And Crane, we know that you too are taking a risk to do this for us.
Look, Jade, we'll talk when I get back with the Antizin, okay?
Okay. Just come back in one piece, all right?
What time do we have, actually? 22. Yeah, not worth waiting for an airdrop. I'll talk to Spike, grab some free stuff, because he's also a free vendor guy thing. And we sleep, claim 87 survivor points, which is like the bonus that we got for how long we survived and how much we did at night. 87's not really a whole lot at all. And we sleep for 9 hours until, yeah, 7 in the morning. But I think there's an airdrop that happens at 5 in the morning. I thought that was a really cool detail. So, like, you have to stay up the entire night to get the full bonus of 2 airdrops. So we'll head over to Rise, but first, I'm going to take a really quick break. And actually, we may or may not have to talk to Rice. I think I could actually maybe just go already. I have to see if I can remember where it is. I think it's somewhere up here, though. I might be able to just get away with ignoring Rise for the moment and just get a little bit of survival skill. We'll see, though. Because if I get my survivor skill up, then I can just like the loot that I find, the weapons that I get are a lot better, and they're easier to start off with than probably for the following. I imagine that's why it wants you to have a bit of level for the following, because a weapon doing 30 damage just simply won't cut it. Drop kick! It's so good. Oh man, welcome to Dying Light. Dropkick the video game. Yeah, I think we're right so far. Yeah. This is the one.
Spike, it's Crane. There's a building here covered in quarantine tape. You know what it is?
I sure do. You were looking at the original quarantine ground zero. The first infected were moved there from the hospitals when the outbreak started. Things fell apart pretty quick, and the building was abandoned. It's chock full of biters, but it's also chock full of supplies. Even Rise's people haven't been able to crack it.
It claims to be a hard one. It's actually not that hard. Well, it kind of is. If you're actually going to be doing this one like legit and full clear it, it is kind of hard, I suppose. Because you open a door and there's just a shitload of zombies in there to kill. But I'm not opening that door, because I don't need to. There are 5 airdrops in here, with a bit of electric ground. Electric ground, which we can quite easily... Oh. Get hit by. Power off, though. Bang. Electric ground's out.
The goddamn switch broke down.
Hi Yeti. Another stream during work time. Keep up the streams and YouTube vids. I love the content.
You're very welcome, Edsart. Thank you very much and welcome. There's one package. There was another one. Yeah, here. And then a third one. Here. The other 2 are behind this door, which I have to open up, but as you can see, there's an absolute fuck ton of zombies back there, and I'm not going to bother with that. We got the 3 out of 5 packages, and we can go with the 3 out of 5 packages. We didn't complete it, but we still keep what we did get. And next time we talk to a quartermaster, we get a bunch of experience for what we found. But I will do this a few times. Not too much, but a few times to get started. Just again for the survivor experience, which allows me to then find decent weapons and all that stuff. And then we can head on over to the following and check that out. Damn it. I can't make that jump.
Shit, the goddamn switch broke down.
There might be a few other things to loot too, but I don't really remember. There's also a few lockers in that back room too. It's like the one big group of zombies, and then a couple areas where the sprinting zombies just spawn periodically. But there's a bunch of lockers, a couple first aid cabinets, a couple more of the relief packages, all sorts of stuff. Like, it is genuinely kind of a cool place to check out and stuff, but if you don't have a cool way to kill a bunch of zombies all at once, it sucks to do. But there's a few of these quarantine zones around. One of them is like these dark tunnels and stuff that you got to go through, and they're all genuinely like a pretty severe pain in the ass and quite difficult to do. This one's by far the easiest one to cheese a few packages from.
Shit, the goddamn switch broke down.
Goddamn switch keeps breaking down, too. Every time I come in here, the switch just keeps breaking down. I don't get it. I can't believe it. There might be a first aid kit in there, actually, thinking about it. I don't remember where it'd be. We'll see about doing this once more. Because that should be enough for a few levels at least. Then we'll go into the following at like level 7 or something like that. Maybe a weapon that does 80 damage or something. I don't know. Something other than a table leg would be a nice weapon to have. There we go. I did it.
Shit, the goddamn switch broke
The
down.
goddamn switch broke down. First aid. And maybe there wasn't one. A few more lockpicks though. Yoink! Alright. We'll go to Rise. You could, though, if you really wanted and were inclined to do so, do that literally all day and just get up to level cap straight away doing just that. It would take a while, because leveling becomes pretty difficult to do after some time. But, you totally could. Alright, Rise is... No, we're tracking the wrong thing. Hold on. Stand on the fence. We'll meet Rise, just in case you haven't met Rise. Police van tends to have nice weapons in it. Ambulance obviously tends to have some medical stuff in it. In order for them to get impaled, they have to fall down on these spikes, I think. Shit. I don't want to die, though. I want to play with them, but I don't want to die. There we go. Yeah, they're tough to knock down. Yeah, alright, fine. There's another electric puddle thing here, but they're pretty far away. Yo, man, just want to say I love your YouTube videos. Keep doing you. Thanks, man. Hope you're doing alright. Ooh, a nailed plank. Ooh, wow. Survivor dude being attacked. I'll help him out. Sometimes they give you weapon mods for helping.
Get away from me! Die, you undead freak!
Die, 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 die.
Thank you, my friend. I owe you one.
Keep it away!
What do you got for me? Yeah, Titan upgrade. Nice. They're usually worth going out of your way for. The dudes that are trapped inside a building, not often. They just typically give you money. Which, ooh, all money, I guess.
Make sure they see you and know who you are. You don't want to sneak up on them. That's a good way to catch a bullet.
Wish me luck, kid.
Good luck, brother. You're going to need it.
Hello, Rises man.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Hands up!
Don't shoot, don't shoot. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, don't shoot me.
Brecon? That asshole in the tower? Alright, what does he want?
I've come to make a deal.
What kind of deal?
The kind I make with Rice, not with his flunkies.
Alright, let him through. This ought to be entertaining.
Welcome, friend. Uh-huh.
How long have we been friends, Osman? We have been friends for a very long time. That is why I'm so surprised that you would steal from me.
Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Now I give you a choice. Very simple. Your right hand or your left?
Left.
Was that my left or your left? You have the look of the tower about you. What do you want?
I'm here to make a deal.
A deal. For Antazin, no doubt. Desperate times. And what do you offer in return? Your services? Your loyalty? Perhaps I should take both.
Talk to Karim. He's one of ours. Do what he asks of you, and Rise will consider giving your people some Antazin. Understood?
I don't seem to have a choice.
Perceptive.
Free machete, though. Yoink! Or a rusted reed knife, I suppose. Door here. So that's Rise. Charming fellow and the general antagonist of the game.
He's a psychopath. He's also the GRE's rogue operative. Now I've got to cooperate with this piece of shit. Not only because of my mission, but also because he's got a ton of Antizin stockpiled.
Tower 3.
Excuse me?
There you are. Rice said you'd be coming by. I'm Karim.
Crane.
An American. I have an uncle there. Lives in Texas. You from Texas? You a cowboy?
I'm from Chicago.
Okay, Al Capone. We'll be in constant contact over the radio. That way I can make sure you get where you need to go.
And where's that exactly?
You're going to be climbing antenna towers and switching on shortwave radio modulators. Most of my men are too slow, too fat, or too drunk to climb a tower like that without killing themselves.
And if I do this, I'll get the Antizin?
That's between you and Rice. I know better than to speak for him. Just don't fail. He doesn't handle disappointment very well.
And this guy, trade, he can teach me how to do industrial grade leech, which just adds bleeding. I could take that. Or blueprint for flammable liquid. Makes things weaker to fire. Sell valuables. I think I'll take both of those. That sounds pretty nice. That sounds fine. And then we contact the GRE again, except I think I'll just go ahead and turn in what I've got. See how much experience that gets me.
Kareem. He's like Rice's major domo, I guess. Or #1 flunky at the very least. Kareem's sending me to fix some antennas for Rice. Nothing better than being an errand boy.
While you grind on Dying Light, I'm grinding on Final Fantasy 14. I think 14... I think my wife and I checked out 14 a little bit I was a pugilist in it, and I greatly enjoyed the story of your master and all that jazz. that was quite fun. I liked that. That was a generally pretty good game. We had gotten back into Warcraft though, so we stopped playing it because we liked it a decent bit, but didn't like it enough to give it money at the time. And we were both kind of interested in getting back to Warcraft, so we ended up doing that. I'm currently saving up and putting together a new computer. When we do that, we'll be checking out Elder Scrolls Online though, which she played a bunch of when it was first out. Not really, it was new to me, because I just heard that everybody hated it, but it supposedly got a lot better. Because it had like a rough release, Elder Scrolls Online, and then it had a bunch of updates, and then one of the updates completely broke the class that she was playing, and she fucking hated it, and she stopped playing it. But then we checked it out a little bit, and it seems generally pretty good. So we're going to be taking a look at that when I get a new, when I get my computer made up. I'll probably buy it this week or something like that. If you'd like to help out with that, feel free. Bits, donations, all of that works. It'll all currently be going toward a new computer for myself. Would like a new video card, but isn't technically necessary, I don't think, because like my other video card had a grounding issue with it, but could have also been the motherboard. I'm not really sure. It was causing this crazy buzz type thing that went through the monitors, that when I moved my mouse and everything, you could hear this like weird whistle, staticky hum noise whenever I moved my mouse, and when the game was under load or something and the GPU had to work, the noise was just insane. Absolutely not possible to record with that. So I had to do a ground lift on the monitors, and that fixed it, but I never figured out exactly if it was a grounding issue with the GPU or if it was the motherboard. Because swapping the monitors didn't work, swapping the power supply didn't work, moving the socket the GPU was in didn't work. So I'm thinking it's a GPU, so I'd like to get a new one, but can't currently afford that right now. Elder Scrolls Online, the way you see that game, it's a single player game with poor writing, and there's just other people running around and co-op dungeons. Well, I'll be doing co-op, so that sounds fine.
You need something?
There's the drops. 18,346 experience. So we are now Survivor. Oh, that wasn't nearly as much experience as I hoped for. Okay, well then. We're gonna be hanging out with that turtle for a little bit, I think. Yeah, shit. What does the wife do for a living? Typically animation. Currently though, she's working... Boy, how to describe her current job. Basically like a packing and distribution warehouse for infomercial type stuff. She works there in the offices for it. But typically, she's an animator. For like shows and stuff. So where are we going again? I think that was it. Grab some more herbs while I'm here, because you use some herbs and you mix them together, and that's how you make the elemental stuff. Oh, my toggle didn't work. Oh. I was gonna throw her and just be like, oh, I don't care about you, but man, look at her making me look like a bitch. Jeez. Thanks, Flatfiska. It is pretty neat. It's nice watching her work. I quite like it. Because her and I kind of do, in a way, similar stuff. Because she would also do the editing for the shows and all that. It was neat watching her work. God, I get so tired so fast. My agility is for shit. Man. Can't wait till that levels up more. Because there's tiers to it where I think at like level 9 or something I unlock the better parkour. So everything that I do is just a little bit faster animation wise. And I can run a little bit faster for a little bit longer. I can't climb up that. There we go. See, I worked that time. Oh, I don't know. Oh man, Resident Evil. You know, I really enjoyed the new Resident Evil game. Some people really didn't like it. I thought they did a fucking phenomenal job with it. Like, holy shit. If I was one to do a Game of the Year type thing, Resident Evil 2? Did they just call it Resident Evil 2? I think that might be my Game of the Year, though. Like, it was so incredibly well done. I'd like to check out Leon's campaign at some point. That could also be something to stream. Because I never checked out Leon. I did Claire A. And I know nothing about Leon's campaign, let alone even what the B campaign is. Oh. Damn it. Every time. Are they remakes? Haven't kept up with any RE stuff. Yeah, the new Resident Evil 2 that had come out is a remake of the first Resident Evil game. But it's done in a over-the-shoulder style, which some people might immediately be turned off for, but like, man, if you're curious, I got a playthrough up on my YouTube channel. And yeah, absolute blasted with it. Holy shit, so good. If you remember much of the first game, then I don't know how true to it that they did it with Resident Evil 2, the new one. But I do remember a few areas and all that, like the puzzles and the general layout is the same. And some of the events are the same, but some of the events are similar, but ever so slightly different to keep, like, throw you off a little. It's nice. And then, of course, Mr. X coming through. Fucking hell. Terrifying. I almost couldn't finish the playthrough because of him. Oh, man. That put me on edge so much. Yeah, I'll medkit.
Shit, the goddamn switch broke down.
Goddamn switch. I think they were making another Resident Evil game pretty soon in a similar style. Hugely looking forward to that. That's got my full attention. Because like Resident Evil 7, I was a little bit interested in, but not hugely. It seemed generally just kind of okay. From what I saw of it, I don't know. It's just the type of thing where it's just like you're just some innocent person stuck with just some weird as fuck people. It's sort of a cliche at this point, and I'm a little bit tired of it.
Shit, the goddamn switch broke down.
Goddamn switch broke down. Then there's also Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6, which I actually quite liked also. Originally, Resident Evil 4 I wasn't so sure on because it was so different than the typical Resident Evil games, but they did a pretty okay job with it. And then 5 started getting a little bit silly. And then with 6, Resident Evil is basically just like a joke. But they're still pretty fun. If you just pretend it's like a B action movie and just kind of have fun with it and turn your brain off, it's a pretty fun game, especially co-op Resident Evil 6. But 4 and 5 are pretty legit. Resident Evil 3, I don't exactly know what Resident Evil 3 is, if that's, what, Code Veronica or whatever it is, or if there actually is a Resident Evil 3 straight up. I'm not really sure, never played it. And then Resident Evil 1 and 2, the classics, Never really personally played. They were too scary
Shit,
for
the
me.
goddamn switch broke down.
But have watched Ekibaba did a Let's Play on Resident Evil. I think both of them actually. Resident Evil 1, the remaster thing, and then Resident Evil 2. I think maybe he did Classic. I'm not quite sure. That was so long ago though. The door, Yashua, how you doing? Jeez, haven't seen you in a little while. Maybe I just haven't noticed. There are double doors back there, but I'm not opening those. There's a shitload of zombies back there, and it's not worth the struggle. Mind how I mentioned Gredfall was today. It might be tomorrow, as the store says today, but the dev's website says the 10th. Could be a strange time zone thing. I don't know. Had to look it up. RE Outbreak File 2 was the earliest Resident Evil you remember playing. Really got into it. There we go. Really got into it through RE4 with the Las Plagas or however. Yeah, the Las Plagas. Ah, dead. Fucking lightning, man. Shit. Lightning? Electricity. You know what I mean. Oh. Yeah, doing pretty good, Joshua. Can't complain. Oh, it might actually just... It spawns me right back here at the start. It might just be worth not... Oh my god, I need to practice that jump so hard. Might be worth just letting myself die here when I get low enough in health. I lose a little bit of survivor experience, but I won't be able to lose a level, so... At some point it'll just be at 0 survivor experience, and that's fine. But yeah, the double doors here, it's a easy lockpick, but there's just like... There's so many of them back there. There's a couple more packages and some general stuff to loot, but by the time I get them all cleared out, I'll have already been able to do this a couple times. It's just 3 drops, and yeah, it's fine, fair enough. No need to apologize. RE Outbreak File 2. I don't know what that one is. At all. There was also... Resident Evil Revelation, I think, was also a thing. Revelation 2, I remember actually being really good. Didn't play it, watched a Let's Play of it. Because that's the one where there's like... Barry is looking for his daughter. And... You're doing this thing and you find some other person and it turns into a bit of a weird escort thing, but it's got kind of a weird co-op mechanic type thing. Where like one of the people has a flashlight. Because the other one doesn't want to use a flashlight, I guess. I don't know. And like you use a flashlight to find loot and stuff that's hiding around. But Barry's daughter refuses to use a gun because of the accident that happened with her sister way back when. So she's like, oh, guns, I don't want to use a gun, even in a life-threatening situation, which is a bit shit and whatever, but yeah. It was a good story, though. It was generally pretty good. It was the multiplayer version of Resident Evil. Spent like 2 days trying to get out of the zoo, couldn't figure it out. Huh. Multiplayer version of Resident Evil. I'm not sure. Might have to ask Useless about that. He's pretty up to date with the Resident Evil stuff. What was the what console was that for? Like how long ago are we talking? If it's a multiplayer, I'd imagine boy, maybe GameCube. GameCube had some online stuff. Fucking Phantasy Star Online. Man, that was fun.
Shit, the goddamn switch broke down.
Maybe like PS3, maybe 2? PS2. Oh, okay. Ugh. Completely missed that. But then again, that entire era of gaming for me is basically just World of Warcraft, so... I got so heavily super duper addicted to World of Warcraft, holy shit. Everything from like 2005 to 2011 is just a big blur to me. I don't know how many more times I'm going to be doing the stuffed turtle. I haven't been counting. I don't know how many packages I've got. I don't know. I'd like to get to like level 8 or 9. Don't think I missed much. Every review you hear about that game said it sucked. Okay. It sounds a bit wild. It sounds a little bit like a potential cash grab. Because, like, multiplayer Resident Evil, what? Because it never really been one of those games that made me think, you know,
the goddamn switch broke down.
This needs to be multiplayer. It's just, it's not one of those. You get that sometimes with games. Resident Evil doesn't really come to mind as a multiplayer game for me. But co-op's quite nice. They did a good job with the co-op. But like when you say multiplayer, I imagine like 3 or 4 people going around and I don't know. Maybe like this massive mansion estate thing with an underground and an attic area and a big courtyard and maybe just like 4 players going around doing their own thing. Well, you know what? At that point, it may as well just be a fucking remake of Maniac Mansion. At that point. A big mansion for people to look around in and explore. There's technically a time limit. And it's just the 4 of you doing your own thing, drawing NPCs from one side to the other. It's Maniac Mansion. Oh my god. This electricity.
Shit, the goddamn switch broke down.
Goddamn switch. Maniac Mansion was quite good. One of those NES games that I don't really hear people talk about much whenever anybody mentions NES games, and it's just like, what are some of your favorites? I don't really hear much about Maniac Mansion, but that was a phenomenally well done game. Sounds like an earlier version of Left 4 Dead to you. Maybe. I mean, Resident Evil, though, with sprinting zombies typically don't go together. When I think Left 4 Dead, I think sprinting zombies, like, that's the first thing I think of. And also the special infected and stuff. Farming something? Yeah, grinding up a little bit for the DLC. Because the following recommends that I be, I think it said like Survivor level 10 or something. It might have been 5. I don't quite remember. But something about that. So I figure I would do a little bit of it. So we're here in the Snapping Turtle, just getting these disaster packages over and over again. To get a little bit of Survivor experience. And then I'll look for a couple just weapons to start with. And get by with. And then we'll start the following. And yeah. You think boomers? Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, special infected, yeah. It doesn't really... I don't know. Left 4 Dead 3 was announced, wasn't it? I thought I remember seeing something about that. But oh my god, hi. Fuck out of here. Rude. And jump. Ooh, that was close. Getting better with that, though.
Shit, the goddamn switch broke down.
Leave a like if that line haunts your dreams. I remember doing this once. I was just watching Breakfast Club on Netflix on the other monitor while I was just doing this, and I got through the entire fucking movie with this and had like, I don't even know how many packages. The experience I got was insane. I feel like it ran into a cap though. I remember wondering if I shouldn't have done that and I should have like taken a break to turn in between. But that's a pretty good way to get a bunch of levels. I got like 30 Survivor levels or something insane like that. And I just started finding katanas and such everywhere. Yeah, I don't know if there's a Left 4 Dead 3. I want to say I saw something about that at some point, but it could have just been somebody being like, man, just imagine if they announced this at E3 or whatever. You know, one of those posts that go around for whatever reason.
Shit, the goddamn switch broke down.
Was fake? Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure. I didn't look into it too much because I wanted to go into a blind if it existed, as I tend to do. I don't know, me and trailers, we don't get along. I never like looking into trailers and like looking into that because it's marketing hype. Like its entire job is just to get you excited about the game. So obviously they're going to be having all the best parts in it. It's probably going to be the entire thing rendered in engine, so it's going to look phenomenally well, significantly better than it would in reality. And it's just some of the stuff that the show may not actually really be in the game in its final version, and they just have the disclaimer, oh, it could change at any time, this is only for demonstration purposes, blah, 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 blah. So it's like, I never really look into that stuff, which is why I tend to just go into everything blind. It's better that way. Then I have no expectations. And I think as a Let's Player, it's a lot easier. Yeah, it sucks how it keeps shocking me as I'm climbing it. It's really annoying. I think for Let's Play, it's a lot nicer watching somebody who's going into a blind. But I don't know, that could just be like a... That could be anything. I don't know. Personally, for me as a Let's Play viewer, I like when the person I'm watching is going in blind, because I'm typically also blind then, and I like learning the game with them.
Shit, the goddamn switch broke down.
That switch? Oh fuck, it broke down. Damn it, now what? Oh well, I guess we'll go. We'll try next time. Maybe next time. As far as VR goes, what's the current status of VR? That's another thing I haven't been following at all, really. Because I got my hands on an HTC Vive once upon a time at like a demonstration thing, and I checked it out. It was quite nice. It gave me a little bit of a headache, but I think that was just because the headset was just really awfully set on my face. But I don't know, like I know Facebook was doing one that may or may not have taken, I think that was the Oculus Rift. I haven't heard too much about that. It's Facebook, so it's probably going to be stupid expensive and will ultimately fail, as their stuff tends to do. I think Amazon was doing one, that might be the Vive. There's a couple others going around, I don't know.
Shit, the goddamn switch broke down.
Goddamn switch. Has there been a like de facto, you know, this is just the VR set that you get type thing? Like is there one of those out there yet? Because I could be interested in getting one day. We don't... We do kind of have the space for it right now, actually. When we make up the, when we renovate next year, we might not have the space, I don't know, we'll see. But I'm generally interested in it. It seems like it's actually starting off and kicking off, and people are investing money into it for once, which is a nice change, because VR has always been something that just comes and dies because nobody invests in it. But finally, like, video cards and such have advanced enough, and the mobile processing units have advanced enough that we can finally get something decent out of it. So it's nice to see it actually starting off and
shit,
all
the
that.
goddamn switch broke down.
I'm gonna have just like infinite lockpicks if I keep that up. I should probably stop grabbing those. You don't like that type of VR. You wait for augmented VR or full dive VR. I don't know. I think when you start getting into it that much, it'd get more spooky than fun, I think. Because at least with the headset, you could just take the headset off. But like, for like super duper, like you're sucked in VR, like your entire body, and you're just like in stasis somewhere in some bathtub. I don't know, man. You have the Oculus Quest, no wires, and it's not bad, it's just limited on games. Yeah, that's another thing too, game support, because the games when they come out, they have to have support for that specific VR set, right?
Shit, the goddamn switch broke down.
Because every VR set is basically like its own console. So that's another thing. So what's the most popular one then? We'll see how this is for the experience. clear for a moment. How we doing here? Inventory. 48 of them. Probably shouldn't have thrown that, actually. It's gonna be loud. God damn it. What was I thinking? Oculus survived. Pretty sure they're still the top two. Couldn't tell you who's first, though. I want to say Vive, because I thought Oculus was, I thought that was going downhill, and people were generally not buying it or anything. But I'm not really sure. I haven't been following it at all. Where am I going? Oh yeah, I know where this is. I don't really want to be over here. Some info on the new Oculus, those without tracking stations. It's quite nice in terms of comfort, but the actual tracking and screen is a downgrade compared to the regular one. Okay. How much did they go for? Like 300 or so? 400? I remember them being a few hundred. I was like, it's like a cheaper console, basically. It'd be like buying a Nintendo Switch, kind of, in a way. Although I think that's actually come down a lot in price, too. 350 to 400-ish. Okay. Okay, bye. Oh, damn it. Excuse me, pardon me. Oh, God, I can't get through all that. There is way more than I thought. Okay. Fine. Fine. Got to work with both of those, and at your desk, you have to recreate the tracking space like 3 times a day with it. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, hey. How you doing? Nice. Selling mostly garbage. Cool, cool. But that brought me pretty close to home. The tower is just right here. Well, I checked it. In the Netherlands, 500 for the old one, 450 for the new one. Whoa, okay. Those went up in price. Huh, okay. And how much does an HTC Vive go for? Assuming that that's still the name of it? I don't know. Maybe there's been a new model.
You need something?
Thanks. Great job. We'll make good use of this.
96,000 experience. That brings me to Survivor level 9. Okay. So there's the bullshit shields, which can become elemental even.
How can I assist you?
Electric fences, so I can use the electric fence traps. Camouflage is like absurdly good also. I think I'll go for Master Backpacker. I think I'll go for grenades. I'll go for Lucky Repair. I hear the grappling hook, yeah.
How can I assist you?
Holy shit, 610 for the Vive, 850 for the Vive Pro. Better resolution, better tracking and whatnot. Have not tried that one before. Jesus Christ, I think these all went up in price. Good God. Alright. Grind it till grapple hook. No, I'm not going to be going for the grapple hook. Although, an actual drop just happened, I heard that. Maybe we'll run out for that. We'll see if I can do it. I don't know where it is. Over there. I'm trying it. An actual drop. Go, go, go. No, go away. I'm going for the drop. Yeah, I made it. So because I beat Rise's dudes, we get 2 chests. Ordinarily, I have to fight them off, and I only get 1. But this gives me flares, which helps at night a little bit. Never really used them though. And a drop. Ow. Throw it to the side. Can I knock you down? There we go. Got her. And another package and some medical supplies. Medical supplies being, I think, 2 or 3 medkits or something like that. Okay. The grapple hook, though, I don't know. I never like using it. It really takes out a massive aspect of the game, the grappling hook. I only ever use that in case of emergency, if I like really had to get from A to B like immediately, unless I have to really, like, restart a bunch of stuff. Or if I'm just, you can't be bothered and it's a really easy parkour job, whatever I'm doing.
Price takes everything away.
You took a disease-dictated power nap at your first run-in with those UV-sensitive bastards. Yeah, the night times, guys. Yeah, that's done with.
So you beat Rise to the airdrop, huh?
And we've gotten up to Survivor Skill 9 because I did a thing with the fancy turtle store. So I'll spend another point on, I guess, boosters.
How can I assist you?
And then we can get Booster XL at some point. I will sleep.
Come here. I've got a special deal for you.
Okay. If I'm right, it's meant to be a combo of the two. The quest has nothing tying you down, and the Vive is meant to look and act a bit smoother / quicker, but it's wired. I mean, I wouldn't mind a wired one, I think. Because, like, how's movement work in that? Like, you just step forward or something, right? Like, just one step forward, or you hold something on one of the controllers and you just walk forward that way.
You won't find better stuff anywhere else.
Blueprint for arrows. Arrows. Arrows? Oh, a bow. When they had a bow. Fascinating. And pistols are already a thing. Huh. I'll sell to you. Broken weapon. Pretty much just all of these.
Find better deals in all of Haran.
I'll maybe keep the gas pipe. I'll take the knife back. We'll sell the gas pipe. We'll use the knife for a moment. We'll get a little bit of gear.
Hey, my friend, how are things going?
Have her to ask how movement in VR works. Yeah, generally, like, because they mentioned that the Vive was wired, but if I remember rightly, you didn't really move around a whole lot with them. Composite baseball bat, 64 damage. Yeah, maybe. It's a freebie, so I guess I'll take it.
Hey, keep a distance.
Short boning knife. Gross. I guess I'll take it though. It's a knife. A knife is a knife is a knife. I was never a fan of the small knives. And now I'm getting tired. Just cut. Cha. Yeah, she's down. I don't know. Maybe an arm fell off too. I'm not sure. And baseball bat. Blammo! That didn't do as much as I'd hoped. Hi. He's out. Another sprinter coming, I hear it. Most games give you an option for movement. Either use your controllers to actually walk and rotate, or use it to teleport around. The first can give you immense motion sickness, literally the opposite of car sickness. You typed more, but give me a second here. Okay, he's dead. And she sounds dead. During most games, you usually manually turn as well, so the wire can tingle between your legs if you're not careful. Analog 6 on the controller says more for when you're looking about. The cable stops you. Your attack with the knife looks like he's cutting. Yeah, I don't like the animation for this knife. Like, it's weird to me. It looks so not... Like, I just kind of wave it around in front of their face. Oops. And things happen, but it's so not satisfying to use. I never use the small knives much. And that thing's already breaking apart. Alright, so let's go for some chests to open. Rooftops is the answer. I know what to put when you're done with Dying Light. A construction crane, get it? Crane, on a crane. Fuck off, Jesus Christ. Ugh. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. My hip. Oh, God. Fuck. More sprinters are coming now. Oh, dropkick. I can technically move away and they won't exactly know where I am, but they're typically pretty good at finding you at some point. Come on. Get off. Get off. Medkit. Oop. Shit. I didn't expect him to drop down just then. Did he... Hello? Oh, his head broke. Okay, cool. Oh, God. I think your sister recorded you playing Super Hot and you were all over the place. Alright. Yeah, I didn't think you actually moved around a whole lot with those, but I guess it depends. Hey, agility dinged. Ba -ba 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 -ba. Is that enough for the next tier of agility, though? Yes, it is. Free running adept. Get better at free running. Run longer, climb more quickly, gain agility faster, and access to a new set of running abilities. Absolutely. You can also increase the health regen amount. Dropkick bomb comes in 2 levels. We'll get free running adept, absolutely. That's like mandatory. So now I can actually kind of get away from the sprinting zombies. Why me? Go for rises, dude. Come here. Fuck off. This is my safe house. You back. Hey, ow.
Don't be like that. Calm down. Let's do this.
You should help your buddy.
I'm not done with you. I'm right here. Let's do this. Where are you going?
Can I make... can make Molotovs.
I'm right here.
And also
Let's
grenades.
do this.
Let's make a Molotov real quick. I'll show these around. Molotovs are great.
I'm right here. Let's do this.
Handy for Rise's assholes. Let's go. Is it not equipped? Hold on, 1 second. Yeah, hold on. No, it is.
Where are you going? This ain't over.
That's flares. And now it's... Okay, now it's on... Oh, I see. Okay. I thought they were bound to specific keys, like number keys and stuff, but... Wow, he lost. Really? How the fuck? Alright, well the other dude's running off, so that's nice, I guess. And a simple hatchet he had. Come on. I don't really have that much health. Handled! I can't believe Rise's dude died to this. Nice. Alright, sometimes they're fucking with the car that you can loot and there's like mods in it and stuff. Or sometimes they're looting a body. Alright. So how's this working? I feel like this is just switching between... Okay, so there's 1, 2, and 3 that I can push. I'm pushing 1. Flare, Molotov, crackers, light. Flare, Molotov, crackers, light. Pressing 2. Flare, Molotov, crackers, light. 3. Firecrackers, Molotov, flare, light. So 1 and 2 do the exact same thing, and 3 is that in reverse? Weird. Okay, well. In any case, with the Molotovs, or I could... Wasn't there a button I could hold to bring up a wheel for that? I'm not sure. We got a drop coming in. I'll medkit real quick. Oh god, it's up there. I don't know if I can get to that really easily. I'm not really sure how to get up to that in general, honestly. Because I think I have to go through a tunnel to get over there. I think the left tunnel's closed. The right tunnel is open though. No, the right tunnel's closed. The left tunnel's open? Both of them are closed. I think later on there's a side door that allows me to get through that way. I don't know. It's already too late. I hate drops in this area though. The tunnel system is such garbage. Don't you love when the sprinters briefly come back to their former human selves and seem for you to stop? Yeah, it's a bit freaky. Because they're like recently turned or something like that, right? That's why they're still a little bit athletic and such, because they're still a little bit human. Police van. I thought there was one down here somewhere. Maybe not. I know out by Rise there's a couple of them. I guess not. We'll just go for some rooftop chests, I suppose. That'll be just fine. There's a red one there. Not great. But it's something. That one just on fire on the roof, falling over. What the hell? off. Get off. Get out of here. Airdrop stolen. Took him long enough. Another boning knife. That sells, I guess. Firecrackers. Humph. Boom! Because the barrel itself blows up also. Now it's just having a little vomit, I guess. Okay, sure. If you want. Stupid idiot zombies. Oh, one shot. Good deal. Well, am I okay? Just go with the following now. Kinda, sort of. Like, I'm assuming I get some weapons and stuff early on in the following also. That dude's hatchet I'll take. That can be like my go-to, I suppose. The bony knife I'll put away. So I've got 2 bats and a hatchet. I suppose so. And I could put the bleed on the hatchet too if I wanted. A recently infected Haram would make for a fun DLC. That'd be annoying, man. There'd be so many sprinters. Jeez. We can go for that. Gives it +8 damage. The simple hatch will be our go-to for a little while. So then let's go upgrade. It just has the 1 socket that we'll put a Titan into. It's not great, but it's something. I have 2 Titans now. I don't know. So there we go. Hatchet. And you can actually see the modification on it, which is quite nice. And as you repair it, you can see some, like, you know, bits of metal and stuff that are tied together to help it with support and all that. It's quite nice. It's good detail. Not sure what that was. Yeah, let's just go ahead and go for the following, I guess, right now. Just make it back to the safe house real quick. Ah. Oh, yeah, I can hold 1 for that. Okay. That's a lot easier. Tower. This is totally not glitchy looking at all. Halva. Not sure what that is. What's Halva? Is it good? Are we excited about this? Do we like that? There's some more Halva. Sugar dust, they call it. Those people can fuck off. Oh, okay. We do like it? Alright, cool. Nice. Fucking yum. I'd like to not waste my weapon currently, please. And a vendor dude out in the open.
This really is premium stuff I've got here.
Oh yeah, you don't say so, huh? Let me crawl through the window here and talk to you. They do typically have nice stuff. A heavy Bulawa, 154 damage, 29 handling though. Yeah, I don't know, I suppose, maybe? Oh, anything to sell? Some valuables? Cool. I don't have nearly enough money for any of that. I have just under 2,000 bucks. But I'm assuming I get weapons in the following too, so I'm not too bothered by it. Very, very finely ground sunflower seeds, pressed and baked together, usually in some sugary syrup, though you had a honey one. Mmm. Do they have one without sugar? Because that sounds quite nice, actually. Just like a nice dense block of like really finely ground sunflower seeds, maybe some almond. Or a bit of hazelnut. Mmm. Jesus, hi. Excuse you. Fucking Kool-Aid man over here. Nope. 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 Get in it. Get in it. Get in it. Get in it. Fall over. Inside. There you go. Yeah. It's so fun just fucking with him. He's all rubbery though. He doesn't mind. We ignore him. Nope, sweet as fuck. Aww. Damn it. I found myself actually having a taste for non-sugary stuff, if you'd believe it. Because America, like, everything has sugar in it. Like, you have to go out of your way to find bread that advertises itself as sugar-free. And when I say bread, I basically mean toast. Just shoot him. Yeah, a couple shots in the head will do it. And there is a gun, I know where to get it. I don't really want to get it. But there's a, I think it's out here. There's a house, there's a dude who shot himself and it's a free gun that you can get. I'm pretty sure it's always there, even at the very start of the game. Power ranked up. More health, basically. Melee throws quite nice. Multi-throws kind of okay. We'll go for sturdiness, though. More health, absolutely. So we've got basic agility. We got a little more health. We have some blueprint stuff. Like, I think we'll be okay here.
Fucking rice. His men are always first to get to the drops.
That fucking rice, man. Jeez, can't believe it. Can't they give us corn every now and then? Standard issue hellfire. Yeah, sure. Guess. And conducting liquid? Yeah, alright. Fine. And we'll sleep. Just to get it to save.
Deals in all of Haran.
Sleep again, because I don't care about the night. I don't think it matters for importing. Night survived, yay. So we quit.